Good morning. I'm Alli. It's Sunday, so it's time to play some Bastion. Oh. Pick up from last time. Let's see. Did the pipe is here.
Never could ask for a song.
Hooks is here. Zolf is gone. Got Busted Monument. Morning, Nick. How are you? What's new? The screen is showing my best desktop. What? What? What's going on? Full screen game should capture it. Best desktop. Stumbly words. Best so I don't know, what is my worst desktop? I think my worst desktop would be just icons everywhere. Arranged without any rhyme, reason, or order. Maybe I just needed to Alt-Tab a couple of times. Can you see it now? Awesome. How's the sound level? Looks like it's maybe a little on the quiet side, but I think that's okay. If it needs to get a little louder, we can crank it up. This game has a fairly wide
gators used to roam the wilds, and they
range.
nested both this lagoon.
Excellent. Glad to hear it.
Many a tale folks used to scare their children straight originated here. All kinds of beasts but don't know up from down, still lurking about.
Down. Because that means they're well adapted to aerial life. Yesterday, after the end of the D&D session, you leveled up. Means you managed to become the most annoying type of bard, the lore bard. Or as we like to call it, the Cheaty Hacks bard. As if bards weren't cheaty hacks enough to begin with. Lore bard, just like... There we go. Cutting words, and you got the luck feat? Oh my goodness, Nick. Are you trying to give Noter some kind of like...
They called her Queen
brain cramp? All rumbly. Good morning, Del. How are you? What's new? What's your opinion of lore bards?
The lagoon's got plenty of other dangers, of course.
Dangers in the lagoon. Befogging the brain.
Turns out Queen Anne got a hold of a shard. Ankle gators love shiny things.
Ankle gators love shiny things.
You can't fight Queen Anne without the proper tools. Know what smells worse than an ankle gator's breath? A stinkweed.
Stinkweed. Lore bards are one of the caster classes with the highest potential. They can do a lot. A lot.
They say you can't hurt an ankle gator unless it's raining. And it ain't raining. The brushers use their pikes to keep their distance around here. Now the kid can do the same. Sharp sticks make Queen Anne nervous, so she backs off a bit.
Made it your life's mission to annoy Noter as much as you can after seeing him sigh so much every time he tried to do something in the Strahd campaign. And every 5 seconds, wait, I've got an aura. Well, if you aren't making your DM sigh, at least once every few sessions.
Kid's got a mean throwing arm.
Mean throwing arm. Yeah, because like wizards have a lot of magical power, but it's kind of specialized utility, whereas a bard has like buff spells. Like bards can get all of the simple healing spells and damaging spells. First real 5th ed character is the Lord Bard.
Queen Anne can't fit down some of these narrow paths. Queenie leads the kid into some kind of twisted trap.
Aha, fell off the edge.
Like this. One bad step in that tall grass is Queen Anne's lunch. He holds his ground. Seems the Queen's running out of options.
Vicious mockery. Yep. Yes.
Once you get to an ankle gator's lair, the thicker the tall grass grows. Kid's gotta make a run for it. That old gator's right on his tail. They make a tasty snack.
Where'd that lunkhead go? Like hanging out in the grass. There we go. Extra health tonic. I like it. But yeah, bards get a lot of fun resisted by save sort of spells, which can be great against low level opponents with low resistances, low saves.
Seems even stinkweeds know to stay away from the Queen.
Here is a cone. It will end your GM's plans for yeah. Something pointy. What's that? For the brusher spike. Nice. Alright, which way am I going there? Ankle gator.
Gators don't much care for their young. That's why there ain't many around.
Interesting.
Wanna know how to find an ankle gator lair? They use a kid as bait.
Use the kid as bait. Oh my goodness. Favorite spells to deal
Now
with
she's coming for
humanoids.
him. She's got nowhere else to go. The shard's sitting in plain view. They say if you run across an ankle gator, you better keep running.
I think I can get out of here without having to actually fight Queen Anne. As long as I can just, like, survive a bunch of her fights. Crown of Madness. I'm not familiar with Crown of Madness. Maybe I do need to hit her. If it gets to be too long and I can't get through this here wall of spikes, I might start trying to stabbinate the gator. Before the victim can move, they have to attack someone within 5 feet of them. Caster's choice. No one's within 5 feet, they get their turn as normal. It's like a sort of a limited anti-team berserk. Like the charm.
She's starting to get annoyed.
Charm effect from XCOM. I wanted to be using the pike.
And now he's made her mad.
Uh-huh. Wait, where does this take
After
me?
all that, kid lets the ankle gator go.
Yeah, I know I didn't have to kill her.
Hope Queen Anne don't mind us borrowing from her treasury.
Here we go.
All that trouble for a single shard. But you know what? It was worth it.
Shatter can be really useful. It does damage and it can break terrain stuff. Doors and walls. I hope you didn't need that structural integrity. Alright, massive egg from Roathus Lagoon.
That gator's a crazy gal. But so is the gal who promised to look after her.
Ozzy is gonna take care of a baby ankle gator. I can make it follow up.
They said Queen Anne was just a folktale. Now there's living proof she ain't.
Sound on the map is louder, but the narrator and combat sound is quieter. That might just be the way the game's balanced.
The arsenal's complete in case we need protection.
Music does get muted when I'm inside any of the buildings. And the music here is actually quite loud. And I think that settings. Yeah, I can turn the music volume down just a little bit. See what? Oh, you had a tab open with. All right. Yeah. His music is beautiful, but it can get overwhelming in volume. Alright. Want alloy shaft or craftsman shaft? Vision. Let's go with just
A sail hammer's only as strong as its spine. And that's a strong spine.
long spine indeed.
That ought to make those fangs sink in nice and deep.
Since we spoke of modding games, you started learning how to use ACS and Decor scripts for Doom. I have not encountered ACS nor Decor. Then you can move into ZScript. I'm curious about the scripting language. I don't have any fragments to speak of. Alright, what next?
The next shard should be farther out there in the wilds.
You have a proving ground for the Brusher's Pike.
To prepare for the wilds, Ceylonia's brushers practice at Camp Donce. Had to navigate a maze of pincushions with nothing but a pike. It's a dangerous test for a dangerous job. Sometimes the course was brutal.
Okay, so these will absolutely kill me.
Health tonics were off limits at Camp Donce. They said they made you weak.
Oh. Where's the next switch?
The rules said he couldn't use any fancy footwork, just your brains and your pike. You did all right at Camp Donce. You got to go to the wilds.
Oh, I got 2. 60 seconds.
Once you started the course, they made you finish.
ECS and Decor is used basically just for parameters, while ZScript just shifts.
You can see why the brushers prize those
Yep.
pikes of theirs.
Yeah, I'm curious, like, what other programming languages ZScript is similar to. Like, I wonder if it's more like Lua, or like Python, or like Basic. Alright, what we
Point
got here?
Lamain's Grand Rail once brought the riches of the wild right to our doorstep.
Lua makes sense, because Lua is a good, lightweight scripting language that still
Know how
gives you
Ceylonia
plenty of
became
flexibility.
the richest city in the world. 2 words. Point Lamain. If the wilds could ever be tamed, it was gonna happen right here. But now, the greatest outpost past the city line is nothing but a freak show.
Uh-huh.
The army's triggers once had the place on lockdown.
Some of the files it uses have the .lua extension. What's this guy all about? Army.
Kid might as well pick up where they left off. Blam. Just like my fighting days. Gun like that can even put the wilds in check. Point Lemaine seen better days for sure, but it ain't done.
And Nick, did you know that the Lua scripting language was invented in South America? I want to say Peru?
Of course, it's no longer shipping hides and alloys and spices, but I can give the kid a lift. Just as long as he can stay clear of the trouble on the tracks. Grand rails all grown over with things the Calamity chewed up and spat out. Things eager to take back their turf. Kid don't
I
wanna
fell.
miss this train. Kid lets a few of them slip by.
Okay, Brazil.
Lunkheads settled in like they own the place. Said Anya lost many good men on the rail.
Wasn't paying attention to my health. Lunkheads do a lot of damage. There we go.
Takes fancy footwork on the rail, what with wallflowers, coughing fungus everywhere.
Often fungus.
Only one way to cure a cough like that.
Shoot that puffball. What? Why does it keep facing me left? Oh, because there's a wallflower over there. Like a weird, messed up wallflower. Good morning, Alli. How are you? Welcome to the Bastion.
Place used to be closed off, but now it's split open like a rotten
Kitty
pineapple.
kept you up last night. I am feeling much better. Thank you for your words of sympathy, by the way. That is very, very nice to
Most of
know
the Grand Rails seen much
that,
more fighting in bygone
like,
times.
especially you and Warlock,
Near on 50 years ago, first shots fired in the Urasima War.
understood my plight. But yeah, it's like Thursday was miserable, and then like I didn't want to eat anything too fancy on Friday, but now I'm feeling just fine. Some context there. I think I had some bad wine on Wednesday night, and it made me miserable in the
It was right
stomach
here that Zulf's
on
early
Thursday.
forefathers decided to mix it up.
They only had like a glass or a glass and a half. Thank you, thank you. No cage there. Yes, yes.
Okay, so maybe
Yep.
we didn't get their sign.
Well, Audrey mentioned wine on, oh, when was it? It's Thursday or Friday. But yeah, cleaning up it. Yes, that I don't want to go into too great detail about that, but it was miserable. I was just like, I am so glad that I have enough antibacterial wipes that I can just use more than I need and just clean all the things. Bye, lunkhead. I'm glad that it just like leapt off the side.
Well, the rail won't last much longer now that the kid took the shard. It's still got one good run in store for him, though. All the rotten wood there on the rails turned it into swampweed central. Ever tried dancing side to side while holding your breath? While shooting a genuine registered army carbine? While choking on swampweed?
Uh-oh, I think I fell.
While Pecker's trying to prick you in the eye? Well, let me tell you, it ain't fun.
Ah! Yeah, this is the dramatic cat. So, did your cat have some of the same wine I did?
But then, at last, it's the end of the line. You'll be picking swampweed out of those boots for days.
I don't know. I could like, I suppose cats use dinner expulsion as like often enough as a health measure that it takes very little provocation to incur cat emesis.
Not just another wallflower or pincushion, mind you. At first, he thinks it's Zolf.
Who is this person?
This is for you, says the man. Then wham.
Wham. Wham. Oh my. Oh my. I think I need some water. I forgot to pour myself a glass of water before I started, so I will be back in a moment. I return with water. They do make cat wine marketed so you don't have to drink. Oh dear. One of the Doom's level builders is called Slade, which is an acronym for Slayer's Lead-Ass Doom Editor. Of course it is. I
When
mean,
the kid comes to, the man's long gone. But something else is there.
catnip is purportedly much like
The
marijuana
only
for
words
cats.
the kid recognizes on that parchment are for Zia.
Or Zia. Alright, this must be a dream. I
Well,
can't,
what's a kid to
can't
do?
roll. Late
He took the shard, took the head.
L33T.
and he took that note.
Oh my goodness. Why
That
did I
note cuts straight to the heart of things, don't it?
why did I program my lights to come on full bright at a certain time and then it's not adjusted for daylight saving time? Ugh, okay. Right, and Lear, so just grow catnip in the yard, or in the house. Note. For Zia. Why am I asking Rux about the note first? I should give the note to Zia.
The note says it plain. Zia, go east to learn the truth about the calamity and our people. I'll be waiting. Sincerely, Zulf.
I suppose that's safe enough if the cats are all indoor cats. Raised, yeah, I've never looked at them closely, but last time I was there, I remember looking out and being a well-tended garden. All right, ceramic stock
Finding
pot.
gourmet ingredients ain't easy these days, but we'll take what we can get.
Oh. So, a Rux, I mean.
Zulf's messenger was one of his people. Wonder just how many of them survived, and what exactly Zulf told him.
The peppers that taste like pain. So are those the ones in the neatly lettered, with the neatly lettered sign that Peach made? Oh, the slot machine that summons an archvile? I did not try any of those peppers because I'm kind of a wimp when it comes to hot things. Like, there's certain hot things that I like. Um, so that would explain the neatness of the lettering. Grai has a very refined visual sense. Peppers that taste like pain. Yes, they were these tiny, tiny little peppers, like no bigger than this D10, and about the same color. And they basically, from what I under, finally an opponent worthy of Nick's stomach. I want to keep the carbine. The carbine's an interesting weapon.
A hammer and an army carbine. When I was a fighting man, I used the very same.
So from what Peach and Lear and D-Man said, like they didn't have any particular flavor benefits. That they really just encapsulated the pain aspect without the like this heats up your mouth and this has an interesting flavor portion of hot peppers. So it was just like even for pepper lovers, it was not a nice experience. But much like Jepson's Malort, we kind of enjoy enduring unpleasant flavor experiences in that circle sometimes. I can't wait to have more Malort. It's so bad. All right, which do we have? Find something fancy. Bullets cause knockback. Ooh. Ooh.
That's the way to make every shot count.
I'm glad you are wiser than that, Avi. I mean, Lear and Peach can be pretty persuasive about some things, but you kind of know. Oh, I gotta put the shard in the monument.
It ain't too late to unlock the potential of this place.
All right.
Ain't saying much, but that's the greatest forge in all the city.
Compressed evil in a small package. Kinda, yeah. I didn't try any, so I was like, nope. This will probably make me miserable for the rest of the party. So, how about no?
The shards are getting harder to find.
We got a proving ground for the carbine.
That's Trigger Hill, where the Army's elite became the finest marksmen in the land. Caelandia's army only took the best, and the best of them trained on Trigger Hill. The
Yeah,
Triggers believed they were nothing without their rifles.
from what I understand, it was straight out of the Loading Ready Run Hot and Saucy sketch. Peach was sucking on candies hours later because he wasn't a fan. Yeah. No. Alright, we got the carbine
Nothing beats
here.
the feel of shooting a Caelandian army carbine. Sometimes you have to take care to steady your shot. The Triggers had clearance to modify their guns however they chose. Some felt the course was too easy, so the Triggers spiced things up a bit. The kid ain't bad, but the Triggers were better.
Second prize. Probably 30 seconds for first prize. 35. I was this close. I don't know if there's any left. I mean, they probably keep pretty well. This was, what, at least 2 years ago? But, you have learned when Lear yells at you across a room, Bellas, come here, we're making bad decisions. I mean, he's not lying, but, yeah, the skepticism, like... maybe you shouldn't rush there, but I mean, at least it'll be
His
entertaining,
ears
right?
must be ringing after all that shooting.
Come here, we're making bad decisions. I love it. All right, what's my loadout? Am I happy with my current arsenal? Falling for it more than you should. Well, I mean, it's that entertainment aspect of like, you know, like you might get caught in the blast radius, but
No risk of Colford.
you're still gonna be
never
entertained.
erupting again, they used to say. Guess they were wrong.
Usually that battle cry involves alcohol, as Kurai is much too smart for that. Yeah. You know it's terrible, but you go for the adventure. That is exactly it, Nick.
Not everything blew up in the Calamity. Why Colford Cauldron here blew up way ahead of its time. The cauldron boiled over some 300 years ago. They say it filled the skies with ash and the lakes with molten rock. If you wanted to survive something like that, you had to learn to adapt. So in a way, the beasts of the wilds, they're all survivors too. It takes a certain stubborn pride to keep on living in a place like this. As for us, we learned an awful lot from Colford Cauldron. That learning led to some interesting inventions.
Kurai is always sober and reminds us of our misadventures, which is a blessing and a curse. I mean,
Power of the world.
having a chronicler and somebody that will, like, keep you from doing yourself too grievous of harm. It's always useful.
Playing with the cauldron's fires became an addiction.
Historian, yes. And the one with bail money, yes. Oh, having never had to go to jail. That's I mean, it's still good to know that should there be a drunken disorderly charge,
Natural curiosity.
there's somebody that is not going to be in the drunk tank with me. I should probably not stand in the poison clouds. Useful indeed.
Sure, we dusted off a good many secrets out here. It's awful hot in there.
That bird rushed me.
But we discovered other things we're better off not knowing.
Not sure how I feel about this little flamethrower bellows. I mean, that certainly tracks with, like, Kurai being the one that brings all the torches when we delve too deep in Starbound.
Taste the air so hot it sticks to your lungs.
Even the Chronicler, yep. I mean, just look at A Knight's Tale. Chaucer kind of got caught in the blast radius. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Pincushions. Ooh, the flamethrower does a number on these plants.
You can cook those things, but you can't eat them. The more ash we swept aside, the more life we found. Place as inhospitable as they come.
Alright. Not so finest hour involved waking up next to a black residual bag that contained things that once were in your stomach but didn't quite make it. Is that what we in the States would call a garbage bag? I think for this area I do want to keep the fire bellows, but in general I like the hammer better. Yeah. Those like waking up and thinking to yourself, what happened moments are always a bit dismaying. Yeah, it's definitely not good to make a habit of it. And I know, like, some people do it for particular reasons, like self-medication, or just like sheer boredom, perhaps.
After all, when we look down inside Culford Cauldron,
Oh, the fire can get through the wallflowers even when they're closed. Brilliant.
down through all the smoke and flames.
I mean, Nick, that reminds me of the time I was playing League of Legends with Dell and some others, and I just sort of fell off the internet because I had fallen off my chair. I was hoping that you meant stuff that you had eaten and not like internal organs that somehow became external.
That shard out there. Too bad taking that thing woke up every last stink eye from here to Johnson Bar.
What? Did I get a shard here? think I did. I wasn't paying attention. I was thinking
Kid
about
is thinking he's got to trek all the way back around the cauldron.
back around the
Luckily,
cauldron.
The cauldron cooked up a little shortcut for him. Sure, it ain't the most convenient path.
I keep on throwing those potions down into the gulf.
Biggest stink eye he's ever seen's waiting for him on the other side. Well, it ain't polite to stare.
Oh, oh, wow. Yeah, I suppose. That seems like a dismaying thing to find after the fact. Alright.
The cauldron's tenants all gather up to bid the kid a fond farewell.
Yes, health tonic.
Best to keep out of the cauldron.
Well, I keep falling off the edges. Is my problem, but I do love the music and the narration. How are you, Nappy? We're just talking about times that we passed out and barfed. They always bring a small black bag and remind you. Oh, as sort of an inside joke of like, here, oh, Nick, you remember that time you woke up next to one of these full of your own sick? Alright, what do we got here? Stinkweeds.
With a good spyglass, you could still see the cauldron from the city.
A bad decision, memory lane. I mean, we've all made bad decisions in our lives, whether it has to do with drinking Jepson's Malort or waking up in a place that's familiar but not familiar from this angle. You know, one of these days you'll just induce amnesia. Oh no, no fist-induced amnesia.
But all the fires died out. There's nothing left of it. It comes back looking like the inside of a chimney.
So, Javi, may I so very much want to tell Nick about this thing that we have experienced. So, if I shouldn't go too deeply into it, I can send you a video that our friend Peach found by a fellow who goes by the Unemployed Sommelier, and does reviews of a variety of different kinds of alcohol. All right, Little Nest from Culford Cauldron. Is it supposed to be chirping?
We're all a little short on friends these days, so that's a welcome sight.
We got a squirt, an ankle gator, and a bird. Yeah, I'll send you the video, Nick.
The shard works like a charm. You can hear the monument's heartbeat again.
Ah, Discode.
They said the wild could never be tamed. If only they could see us now.
Only they could see us now. Oh, I hadn't sent any. I promised to send Nick the unemployed sommelier video that Peach had
The
found.
memorial may be finished, but our part is far from over.
What else have I unlocked here? Sure. Large number of mementos. I dig
The
it.
culture. A still life of old unwanted keepsakes. The triggers. My brothers. Bravest men I ever knew. I've asked a lot of the kid, but this is something he's done on his own.
Alright. What we got? Arsenal, right. Because I think I'm gonna keep the carbine. Yeah, so Kurai's brother lives in Chicago, or like in Illinois, right? That was another, come here, we're making bad decisions. Well, it sure was. Alright, let's see. I think carbine and hammer has been a good combo for me so far. Let's see. Do I have any upgrades available for the... Oh, there's a lot of upgrades for the carbine. Even he was like, why do you want this? That's what Chicago is for. It's like, all right, hey, come on over here. You're gonna hate this. Come try this. It's terrible. That's what Chicago is for. All right. Let's see. Do they want more damage or more aiming speed? I think just damage.
Even the
Hey May, how's it going?
Carbines in such fine shape.
Trying to figure out locked. How do I unlock more upgrades for the carbine? And how are you? Let's see what we got here. Just gonna like do
He put some finishing touches.
entire right
business
hand
into that thing.
coffee. More black silk, or are you switching to a different brew?
We spotted
Hey,
a pecker
Nick, it
carrying
didn't-
a shard to Mount Zan.
Light roast. Excellent. All right, let's do the
The Rady incinerators where we sent off all our trash to be burned or be eaten by the
around
wild.
here. Oh, I didn't mean to go back. Oops. I get a Swiss Miss. So like just impromptu mocha. I like it. So I'll tell you this,
Welcome
Nick.
to Grady Incinerator.
The Jepsons Malort
Hottest
did
place
not
east of Ceylondia.
kill any of us,
In all
didn't do any of us
seriousness, the
grievous
incinerator
bodily
was a
harm,
dump, and it had a problem with
but
bugs.
a lot of us were
Blasted
not
things would
exactly
swoop in and spread
pleased
trash all around.
that
So we
that
started using fire. We couldn't just torch them all at once. We had to use restraint. The Beckons were willing to fight tooth and nail for all that trash.
you know I didn't have any of the bijou. Or- A lot of birds. Back here, bird. After the look on Dana's face, you knew better. Oh. Something foul. Upgrade material for the fire bellows. Interesting. Yeah, coffee and chocolate.
You'd almost
Getting
think
back
these
to
beggars liked
that,
getting drunk.
and our a good combo. So I'm learning that you like flavors that cause you pain, Nick. Swiss Miss. So Swiss Miss. I think that is the cocoa that I
Not
tend
much
to
left of Mount
use.
Zan nowadays. It's like a
Um,
cross between a zoo and a prison break.
and they somehow mix it so that it makes it extra rich. I'm not sure whether it's like powdered dairy or something else that gives it that richness, but they do make it feel just very. I'm at a loss for the word. Like very luxurious. Powdered milk and darker the darker chocolate might be it. Yeah.
Can't rightly call Mount Zan a mountain anymore.
A lot of
There's no more mountains now.
vegetation here. Oh, is that a
There's no
lunkhead?
place left for the beasts of the wild to go.
Oh dear. I can't see
It's
it.
a delicate
It's,
situation.
I did fall off.
Good thing for
Greasy.
those beasts the Calamity saved leftovers. We
That's-
only found a little lair because they found themselves a little shard.
I'm wondering if I should be fighting these lunkheads or running. Like right now, I'm just kind of doing
Creatures of the
eat
wild,
strats.
they've been building a bastion of their own.
Like I don't feel too bad about wrecking wallflowers and stuff, but there we go. Carbine doesn't do much against the lunkhead. Armored front and all. Hooray! How's it going? We were mentioning how you are the sober chronicler of
Best thing we can do
when
for those
we
beasts right
yell
now.
out, "Come here, we're making bad decisions."
Clean.
Yeah, we were curious if any of those little peppers were back. I used my kind of orange-red D10 as an example of about the size and color of those peppers. Recipe for espresso double chocolate cookies. This is what I get for not paying attention to chat. I miss talk of espresso chocolate cookies. Yummy. Those peppers were not meant to be. What?
There's only one kind of mercy left these days.
Ooh, mortar. Fire for effect. How do I even get that stuff? Not by anyone seen. That sign was lovely. I forget all the words, but it was excellent. A decorative kind of pepper plant. Got arsenal. Let's go with mortar and hammer for now. And gramophone.
What the city left behind, those beasts took for themselves.
I'm gonna have to ask Zia about the gramophone. I do like the mortar. It's a lovely little device. Nick lives for painful flavors, indeed.
Takes a lot of convincing, and our orders have to do the talking.
Oh, yeah, yeah. So did you plant those from seeds, Kurai?
Look at it this way. It's either them or us. But if we win, they win too. Our Bastion is everybody's game, not just ours.
Alright. Oh, you mentioned the little flags that came with them. Did you plant the peppers as from seeds,
No explaining that
or
beast.
what do they call it when you get like a baby plant in a tiny pot?
Those beasts.
Just curious about the provenance of those peppers. Seedlings. That is like I can't believe I couldn't remember the word seedlings.
They've rounded up
But thank you,
their
Nappy.
survivors, just like we have.
I want to blow up these boxes. They might not be real. Chili plant that makes chilies the size of peas, and they yuck. I feel like the littler a pepper is, the more likely it is to be like super duper painfully hot. Littler, a lot littler. Yes. I think most of us are in Noder's Discord. I hope Noder doesn't mind, like,
They've been searching
maybe
for cores
general
and
chat.
shards, just like we have.
I don't know. Should I set up a Discord for my Twitch? I feel like I'm already in so many Discords. I don't want to start another one. I did a lot littler. I'm not gonna stop. I love that it's sort of this absurd phrase, meaning much smaller. All right. Ah, they busted through the wall.
Maybe they've thought about turning back, just like we have.
I'm still within mortar range. I can do this. As long as the... There we go.
We
Experience
just really need their
points.
shard.
We need it.
Kid got it fair and square.
Probably shouldn't be just standing around. I do have grenades too. Grenades and mortars. Just lobbing explosives all over the place.
That's the way.
Of course, the log was just like a spiteful little log in my way.
He's done what's best for him, don't you worry. Don't you worry.
Yeah, I have folders.
We'll all be better
And-
off once the Bastion is complete.
I'm not sure I could count off the top of my head. I'd have to like look at my Discord and eeny meeny miny, just to see how many Discords I'm in. It's my guess is about 30. It might not be quite that much, but I think it's more than 20. Alright, music player found on Mount Zane. You know how to
Fix
use
that
it.
thing right up, didn't we? Made these goings on a little livelier.
Hooray for music.
suppose it's true a little song can put things in perspective.
Do I get to choose the song? I guess it kind of cycles through them. Alright. Want to keep the mortar? Mortar's pretty excellent.
With that mortar and hammer, he's like a one-man demolition squad.
And I am the demolishing kid. Let's see. So something burnt. It's 25% blast radius or faster reload. I feel like blast
That
radius.
mortar's gonna leave a lasting impression.
How many fragments have I got? So I don't have any something heavy for my sledge. Alright. Alright. Oh, yep, I should put the shard in.
The monument's getting better. Zolf sure did a number on it, though.
Starbound stuff. It may have made more sense to ask Ramius for a spot on the raise your weapon, but you didn't want to, put a, yeah. Impose. Yeah, no, it makes sense. And it's super easy to make Discord servers. So I don't know why I'm resistant to it, just like this. I am in so many. And I also don't want to, like, I don't want to be responsible for moderating my own Discord. I really should just, like, bite the bullet and do it. I had to redeem myself for forgetting the word seedlings. Alright, I want to upgrade the Lust and Found first.
We need an awful big...
No one wants to be responsible for anything, period. Nick knows where it's at. Let's see. Sneaky decoy. Great surprise sounds cool. I'm gonna get that.
Finders keepers.
I need something heavy in here. There's so many things I can buy with fragments. I need to get more fragments.
Just a couple shards left. The quarry's gotta have one, right?
I have one.
The secret to how we built Caelondia so tall and proud lies in Burstone Quarry.
Alright. Here's the thing. If we get to the final stage before 11:30, I'm just going to keep going to the end of the game.
Imagine everything you'd need
But
to build a city like Caelondia.
If it gets to be 11:30 and we haven't gotten there, I will save it for next session.
The Ura tunnels beneath the quarry must have softened the blow from the calamity.
Did I hurt myself with
We bought the whole
a
place
mortar
from
shot?
Ura on the cheap. Same goes for its natives, rattletails.
I can launch a
Why would
turret.
Ura put up with those pests? Rattletails ain't the worst of it either, but more about that in a little bit. The quarry came with a lifetime supply of windbags. Windbags smaller than the naked eye can see are nesting in those rocks. But there was even more to it than that. Not only are these rocks a source of life, we found that the oldest ones remember things.
Rocks remember things? Fancy. Mr. Stark and Scratchy Voice is Rux, so he's the narrator and voiced by Logan Cunningham, who does an excellent job with this this narration. Yeah, so Rux is the old guy with the white mustache in the Bastion. And so he's one of the people trying to rebuild the Bastion. Kid's out here doing the work because he's young and limber.
They're recording everything.
Rux,
All the time.
Rux has a long memory.
Taking it all in.
Knows a lot of things. Wait, why was that windbag fighting me? Not nice.
No wonder all those beasts were drawn to the quarry. The rocks were calling them. Keeping the quarry free from pests turned out to be a problem. Rattletails kept tunneling in to snack on windbags. Now, why would the Ura sell off such a fascinating place? The Ura always were.
Yeah, so Logan Cunningham does a lot of the voices in Hades too. And he must be in Transistor. What
The gods told him the
is he the sword in Transistor? Alright. I don't like these little eyeballs.
On top of that, you know the Ura hated anything above ground. Might be the quarry just got too much sunshine for their liking.
Back to your Doomy stuff. Good luck, Nick. Modding Doom sounds like a heck of a lot of fun. Been a while since I did that. Posted in the food channel. Excellent. Let's give Noder a shout out. And just sorry for cutting off the sound there, but and in honor of Nick's Doom modding, shout out there as well. Shouting the out.
In any case, it's fair to say the quarry was a godsend. Those rocks, all polished to a mirror sheen. The largest ones, you know as cores. A single core can keep the lights on in an entire city district.
How do I... Wait. There. Nope, that's a hole.
The smaller ones, we call them shards. The shard's got a fraction of a core's power, enough to fuel a voyage to the motherland.
Oop. Guess I shouldn't use the mortar when I'm trapped in a cage like that. There we go. Right. Oh, lunkhead. If I can get it to... Oh, it's just leaping up and down.
Hard time.
Oops,
Worry these days.
hard times, hard times. Fuck on it. Alright, I'm just gonna leave this lunkhead alone.
Remember how I said rattletails ain't the worst thing in the quarry?
This lunkhead, on the other
That honor
hand...
goes to a beast we took to Colin. Sir Lunky.
Sir Lunky.
Massive things stomp many of our boys.
Like Spelunky.
The only thing harder than rocks immersed in the quarry is Sir Lunky's head. We never could get stubborn old Lunky to leave it.
Oh, I leveled up.
Then the kid hears a voice calling from down the hall. Are you alright? It says.
Down the hall. What's going on here? Where am I? It's just a nest. Voice.
It's him.
Oh, it's Zulf.
I've come to warn you, he says.
It's Zulf. Fractured monument. Why'd you leave, dude?
The Bastion is under siege. Let it fall. You should not go back.
But I love the Bastion. Where my friends are.
Kid hears him, but he ain't about to be deterred. If that's
Smell
the
you
way
later,
it is,
Zulf.
he says, then I won't stop you. Because my countrymen will.
Uh-oh. I think this is the end stage.
Say what you will about Zulf, but he's a man of his word.
Alright.
His countrymen don't much care for pleasantries, though. Too bad for that. Zulf showed him the way here, and here they came to take revenge.
Yeah.
They got inside the Bastion and shut the door. Kid's gotta go in through the back.
We're back, eh? Alright.
I should have told him sooner about all this.
Harp guitar. That's Zia's. Why is... Oh, what did they do to Zia? They took Rux too. I'll be mad. I'll be mad. Right.
Unfortunately,
Skyway, flyway.
they broke in and they started digging their hole. Something wrong.
No.
And it's eating away in this place. We tried to stop it, but we needed him. I think they got him. They're wrong. Our baby pecker. He don't make it.
Oh, the poor... Killing the pets. How dare you?
Our little squirt. He don't make it.
Oh.
Kids hurt bad. No help's in sight. Somehow, some way, he sends those Ura packing. Problem is, it didn't matter. Zulf's plan worked.
You got all the pets. Darn it. I have the notion that if you...
We find each other as the dust settles.
if you fend them off fast enough, you can
Then
save
I
all the
tell 'em
pets.
why the Ura came. To get us back. For the Calamity. It was Caelandia's master plan to wipe the Ura out. But part of that plan backfired, didn't it? If only Zulf knew the whole story.
It's not a nice story in some parts, I'm sure. Now, what happened to Zia?
What were we to think? They must have got her, taken her back to her rightful home.
I miss her already. Oh, the ankle gator did survive. Hooray.
The conscience. We haven't lost everything, long as we have that.
Yep. So, ankle gators are like alligators that burrow under the ground like sandworms and have unicorn horns for some reason. Oh, I got another slot. Okay, Bastion bourbon. Yeah, let's do that.
If you're feeling low, count on the buttery flavor of our own Bastion bourbon.
Buttery Bastion bourbon. All right. Need to.
We talk a little here and there.
All right. What's?
The shards can put this disease in remission, but there's only one cure. We need to finish what we started. Seems the gods recommended this place to all their friends. Now all we need is one last shard.
Last shard.
The sanctuary. If we can build, we can rebuild.
That's a lot of shards. Alright, what can I upgrade here? I don't have any something heavy. Maybe I should just buy a bunch of stuff at the Lost and Found.
It wasn't fixed, it was unbroken.
Don't have enough shards. Okay. Whatever fragments. Completed the city. Am I gonna get more fragments for that? I am.
The city, its riches nothing but fragments now.
Beach aid. Ugh. Is that all of the...
Think the gods are gonna help?
There's 2 blank spots still. I'm not gonna put on any of those. But those can be fun for, challenges. Alright, here we go.
The Ura swooped down from the east. At least now we know the way.
I think...
Urzendra Gate used to lead down to the terminals. Now it leads up to the stars.
the stars. Portal to Starbound.
One last shard. It's all we need to put this mess behind us. And mother, what a mess it is. A mess like that could have only been made by hand. Zolf said the Calamity failed, and he's right. The Ura stand as living proof of that.
What? Where? Oh gosh.
At the heart of the Calamity was a simple idea. We never wanted to go to war again. Wanted to rule it out. We put a lot of folks against that problem. Scientists, soldiers, spies, even me.
Where to next?
Most of our efforts didn't bear fruit. Then there was a breakthrough, but it didn't come from one of our people.
Fancy. Alright.
It came from an Ura, a brilliant young scientist named Ven. Ven worked for the Mancers, the sharpest knives in the city's drawer. With his help, the Mancers devised a way to seal the Ura tunnel shut in a flash.
Seal it shut in a flash. Alright.
Just like that, every last Ura living in the Tassel terminals will be gone.
Sounds kinda nasty to me. Alright. Go.
This discovery was never to be used, they said, except as a last resort.
Except as a last resort. There's something wrong. Upgrade material for a certain weapon. I don't have yet. What weapon don't I have yet?
But Ven didn't like being manipulated. He had plans of his own.
And the Mancer.
He sabotaged the Mancer's little science project, set it to blow up in their faces.
It's so good, isn't it? And just the variety of environments that they've crafted.
Imagine how Ven must have felt when they finally made him pull that trigger.
Very snowy place. Indeed.
But remember, the Bastion can fix everything. We just need that shard.
Whoopsie. Hey, it's a shard. Mine, mine, mine. Wait, where'd it go? Hey!
It's too bad the Ura ain't exactly been willing to collaborate on that front.
Okay, why am I using it? That's not the one thing I wanted to have.
pick up where the Calamity left off.
Smashy smashy. Really about due for a new computer.
First things first, though. There's someone we figured needed rescuing. Zia.
Gotta rescue Zia. Yeah, it sounds like the computer
Laura
you've been on
fell back.
before
No doubt planning the
is
next move.
starting to show its
But we knew
age.
ours already.
It's always fun to get a new computer and see like what all its new capabilities are. All right, so I have nothing new for the monument. Rux is
Keep
here.
your chin up, kid. I tell him.
Yeah, you too, Rux. All right, Arsenal. I wanted. Let's see. Turret surprise. Although I think the mortar might not be my best bet. I feel like the bow is my most solid.
His bow's looking lean and mean like a prize fighter.
7 to 8 years old, and is it a laptop or a desktop?
There's something we had to do before going out to that
Use
last
things until
shot.
they are just simply not usable anymore. And laptop years is definitely a long time. Even a desktop, like once you get to about the 5-year mark for desktops, it's usually easier to just build a new one than upgrade parts. All right, what do we got
Zoltan's
here?
Hollow is the Ura's border blockade. At least it used to be.
All right, is this? I don't know. Do we want to finish it? I think we can finish it in the next half hour. So I'm gonna keep going.
Well, now it's personal, ain't it?
Is that a bazooka?
It's personal for him, and it's personal for me. He gets his hands on the care package I sent him. It's not the time to get reckless.
Not the time to get reckless. It's true. Lasers? No, thank you.
It's a little something I've been fixing up in my spare time. The Ura found a way to keep the calamity from spreading through Sultan's Hollow. They got their own
Okey-dokey.
security and everything. Pretty fancy.
2013. That's 8 years ago, isn't it?
Still, they ain't used to having visitors around.
This
They've got
bazooka's
these
nasty.
conductors that are all what's keeping the place together. Break enough of those things and the calamity rocks slink back into the ground.
Country. Oh, raising the. Yeah, all right. Which way do I want to go?
Those rocks are like tumors, the same kind the Ura planted in the Bastion.
Oh.
Well, the Ura must be in a panic right about now.
How did I miss? This arsenal. I want to keep this loadout. Special behind here. Fragments, I guess.
They even
Threaded
set
the
their
needle.
little
Yep.
rattletail pets on the kid.
don't like that laser.
Those rodents are just a bump in the road.
Rattletails are rodents? They look like birds. Come on, I gotta aim right one of these times. There we go. Is important? No, just a symbol. Maybe they're like hybrid bird rodents? Maybe get down there.
Kids picking the whole place apart, piece by piece.
This something burnt. That's for the bellows flamethrower. Welcome back.
By now, every hurrah from here to the terminals must know he's in town. Kid returns their greeting tenfold. Most of the Ura's conductors are squared away in the middle of the hollow. They're easy targets.
I got no black from. Should just stay away from the eyes, I think.
The Ura keep hanging on to the barricade. After all, their homeland's not much farther. Those calamity rocks must be eating that place apart from the inside.
Look at those artichokes. Like artichokes with eyeballs on top. Alright, I really hate the like laser ones. Need that health tonic. Zuka takes a while to charge. The eyeball fell out. Ah. There we go. All right. What's this side area?
Some of them are downright bewildered by what's happening. Maybe they know they've lost this. Lost to a kid. They underestimated us. Had us pegged all wrong. Yes, our people caused the calamity, but here we are trying to fix it. Shame the opportunity for civilized discourse is over. Suppose old Zolf should have got to know us better.
So, I hope this narration is designed to make me feel uncomfortable, because it is.
Maybe I should have
Like,
trusted him.
there's some rhetoric in what Rux is saying that kinda uncool. But here I am, like, hammering their pets and shooting them all with bazookas, so who am I to say anything about uncool? Alright,
Zolf, they have every reason to be angry. Beyond angry.
right, this is a bad place, huh?
This is all over.
Getting out of
There'll
there.
be water under the bridge. As the hour grows desperate, the Ur bring out their big guns. There's nothing standing in his way no more. He sees the Tazzle terminals loom large on the horizon. Way out there on the edge of the world, that's where he finally finds you. But it ain't like Prosper Bluff this time. Ain't nothing for this gal to sing about now.
Yeah.
Zia, you weren't kidnapped. No, ma'am. You just had to see what happened to the Ura. To your own people.
Alright, I think
You had to
that's...
see if everything Zolf wrote to you was true.
This is a decent juncture to call it, and then we'll do endgame next session. This child's drawing.
They lost everything, didn't they? But they just keep on fighting like that's gonna bring it all back.
I mean, what are we doing? Alright, harp guitar.
Sure you didn't drop that twangy thing on purpose? Just to see if he'd go after you? Oh, his manners ain't so bad. I don't need to see what happened to the Ura. I'm trying to undo it, remember?
Alright. Bazooka, hammer, grenade.
The
that seems
power of
like
the calamity ain't well understood, but a hammer sure is. First step to learning the calamity canon is knowing about the machinery overrides.
machinery over. That sounds perfectly safe. Raise the required number of land pieces.
The country.
fragments.
She's all to pieces now, but still looking good.
It looks like it automatically equips that as soon as I buy it from the Lost and Found, so I think I'm gonna go back to the grenades. Well, cluster bomb out of the... Yeah, I'll keep it like that. So I think in order to save, I do need to go somewhere else and then come back.
Once the kid gets that last shard from Zolf, it'll all be over.
So let's do the bazooka proving ground, and that should give me a save game.
Didn't know they were being watched from Manser Observatory. It was the perfect spot to test something no one's meant to know about.
I just gotta...
The trouble was, something about the place drove the windbags crazy.
Oh, I gotta defend the conductors, not blow them up. Tower defense.
Best stand well clear of that impact. Hefty thing like that takes getting used to. Gotta point her in the right direction. Whatever gets in her way is in a world of hurt, but she ain't the fastest thing. When the windbags caused enough trouble, the
I gotta
Mansers
restart.
conducted their most secretive research far east of the city. You can cause a lot of collateral damage with her, so be careful. The more crowded it gets, the more trouble you can cause with a single shot. She's designed to be fine-tuned, just need the proper parts.
This is a tough one. Alright. If I don't get it this time, I'm gonna give up on this one and do a different proving ground. know what? I'm giving up right now. This, like, with the state of my bazooka right now, I don't think there's any way I can keep them all off. No, I just want to go home. How do I leave this place? Back to the Bastion. Yes, please. That actually might save the game. Yeah, I think that saves the game. So I'm gonna call it here. We do still have kind of the end game to do, but I think we'll easily do that within an hour and a half next week. Thank you all for watching. I hope you had a good time. I am very much enjoying going through these Supergiant games. The like Bastion, the narration and the music is so wonderful, and the story kind of tugs at my heartstrings in a way that I never would have expected. So, um, it's been fun, and I think next week's gonna be last Bastion session, and then maybe onto Transistor from there. Avi, you know what's up. Yep, yep. All right. For now, though, let's go raid Noter. Where's that gramophone?